Welcome to Shoes Off with Casey Live. And tonight we are talking about pet peeves. I want to know that I'm not alone in this because does anyone else get annoyed with sometimes the smallest things? And I thought this would be really fun. Let me know if you can hear me or see me and everything's going good. My mics are on. I should be good to go. But for all you first timers here, I'm going to try to go live once every week or once every other week. That's the goal. So you guys got to give me ideas of things you want to discuss too. Hello, Hard J, Tim Jeffries, taking care of business. We got Brittany, Mark, NEM. How you doing, hon? This is my third live stream. The first one was talking about like gifts and do people buy gifts anymore or that kind of stuff. Just kind of fun. My lives are meant to be fun and find some joy and laughter and just release. It's midweek. The last live I had done about confessions was a hoot. I was crying. I was snorting. You guys were having fun too. Kim Cody, Divine. Oh my gosh, Kim, I think I got everybody. You guys were talking for a while. Thank you for waiting for me. Yes, I'm just making sure I got everybody so far. Mark, welcome. Okay. I haven't seen you yet. I think I got them all. Okay. Ah, DN, Bradley Jones, Mark, or Mackenzie, Lisa. So I'm not going to leave that pinned comment on forever, but I am hoping to reach to grow our family and get to 500 subscribers would be epic. I'm just wanting to go the right direction. So the live stream we did last time was about confessions. The one before that was more just talking about gifting. And today's is pet peeves because Lord knows we all have them. Oh, yes. I feed my pet peeves soft chews. Hey, Randad, you're here. Oh, I thought we could kick it off first with put in the chat a yes if you have some pet peeves you're going to share today because we need to laugh. And also, I wrote this down because the last time I have two different phones. So the last time I couldn't find it, and I'm like, I'm not going to be unprepared this time. So, um, what I want to do, I want you to rate when you do give Yeppers, Kim says. Oh my gosh. I want you to, when you put in your pet peeve in the chat, which I will call you out and share. No, and this is for everybody, men and women. Everybody needs laughter. And this works when we have all sexes in here because that's what it's about. Even the things that I teach about parenting, um, the do's and don'ts, the things I fail at. I talk about, just to kind of let you know a few things that I talk about, teaching things that I can't always do on my other channel. Um, Frugal living. I'm very frugal. I bet you didn't really realize that, because on my other channel, you see me be a little crazy and stuff, because that's an entertainment channel. Um, and just different things like that, just midlife madness and all things that come along. My next video coming up is really good for people with teens. I have some info for parents of 8th and ninth graders. I've been divorced. I've been through that, dating, co-parenting, parenting with a stepdad, now. So I have a lot of different stuff I bring to there. But these lives are meant to be fun because we all need that in our lives. Hey, Mackenzie. Oh, thank you for saying I'm cute. Okay, so this is my studio. I actually have a studio here. Shoes off with Casey. My husband, I had to beg to, okay, I had to beg him because when we lived together, we moved into this home. This had his bed in it. It's one of those ones that you have like a remote control and go whoop, whoop, but we don't use it. And I'm like, I want to make this little corner mine. So I have a rug. I have different lighting. I have a chair that we all sang Meet George Jetson because I swear I couldn't even get it in the door, but it goes really wide and I sit shorter. It's so fun. And then my shoes off with Casey. What that means, shoes off with Casey, is like on bed, grandpa bed. But you know what? When my back goes out, that thing is good, but it's all tucked in the corner now. He will not sell it. I'm not gonna push that. We already got it in the corner, so it's fine. But this room could be used for so much fun. Um, Shoes off with Casey is just meaning relax, kick back, real talk, and fun, you know? And some people will relate to some of my videos and some of you won't, but most of them are meant for everybody, you know? My 100-pound weight loss journey that I finally hit, thank goodness. Telling you. Okay. And friendships. That's another point too, Lisa. Like building friends, um, making friends when we're older isn't the easiest. It isn't for me. We're so busy, right? And sometimes it's like you want the friends, but you don't always have the time to do it. Some people don't always have the money to always go out and do things. And so you guys are my friends. You guys are my family. And I really love connecting with people. That's my thing and why I have a YouTube channel. The entertainment one is just fun, you know, but I can't really teach too much. I can't say all of this knowledge that I have to give. So I'm like, I'm starting another channel, Casey's Passion Project, things that I feel strongly about. I'm not all fun and games, right? I mean, there's a serious side to me too. But enough about me. I want to talk to you guys. Um, you got to find the time for friendships, but I think that's why, and I have a squirrel brain, so I'll be saying one thing and you'll notice I'm just going off and I'll not going back. So like Tim just saying, got to find time for friendships. Thank you, because that's bringing me back to what I was talking about. So doing this with you guys is perfect because we can laugh together. We can have fun. You know, if you don't want to hang out with me, you don't have to. But I'm telling you something that the community that we're building here is beautiful and it is fun and they're kind and it's all about connecting. So talk with each other. I love that when I see you guys talking too. And maybe you're a silent viewer and maybe you're not even here when we're live and that's okay too. Because the way I'm making these lives, they should make you smile at least one time. Okay. So, so with the pet peeve, when you list your pet peeve, um, I want you to say, like, put out number 1 through 10. 10 is 10 is going to be dramatic. Like number 10 is like the biggest pet peeve ever. And then other people, I want you to put in a vote and I want you to say either petty or valid. Okay. So maybe you relate to it or whatever. But if you think it's petty, and even if it's mine, you need to tell me if you think it's petty or not. Okay. Hey, Nanny Goat, how you doing, hon? Oh my gosh. And I don't always wear glasses. This is me without my glasses. But guess what? Casey has trouble reading the chat sometimes. So if I need them, I will put them back on. So I'm going to kick it off with my first one. Okay. And I'm going to rate this as a 2. No, I'm going to rate this as a 4. This is a 4 on my pet peeve list. When there are slow drivers in the fast lane. Now, you guys need to tell me if you think it's, you can just put a P or a V if you want to, or say petty or valid. Oh, thank you, Brittany. You guys are all beautiful. Okay, Deanne has one. Drivers who drive in the passing lane and drive slow and then speed up to hang out next to the car, then passing them, or get the pot 10 biggest ever, or get off the pot. Yes. Oh, I know. I know. Or they stay right, or they stay right on your side the whole time. And you know what's funny? You pass somebody and then you get right up. So tell me if it's petty or valid. Yes, Randad. Yes. What's funny to me though is then you get right up to them after they've passed you and then go super slow. And then you come to a stop sign and you're like, yeah, you didn't win. You didn't beat me. You ended up in the same spot, only to probably earn yourself a ticket. You know, Kermit at the red light when you zoom and pass. V. People that don't know how to merge into freeways is a 10. Yes, KK. Yes. Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started on a roundabout. Pet peeve number 8 for Tim. Guys that don't wash their hands after using the public bathrooms. Yes. Oh my gosh. I know. I'll be like, "Bob, you were in there for 2 seconds." Even when we're with my husband, I'm like, "Did you wa even wash your hands?" He's like, "Yeah, feel them. They're wet," because he knows I'm gonna ask that question. Oh, Lisa, Tim for sure. I see women doing the same thing. True. I was at I don't know if everybody has these, but they're called, cheesy. They're the pizza places with the cartoon characters. Name it. Cheesy cheese something. It's where kids go. They have little arcades there. But true story, somebody was, like, exploding in the bathroom one time, comes out, didn't wash the hands, and was in their uniform. They were workers. Chuck E. Cheese. Thank you, Donna wins. Chucky, yes. Oh, the pizza and the food is so bad there, but I'm like and then it came out and saw him in the food line replacing a pizza. I'm like, there better have been. I just lied to myself and said, Casey, they washed their hands when they got back in the kitchen. When you're driving up to a red light, this is Randad, and turning left, and the guy ahead of you slows way down. Time the light so you don't make the green light. Oh, I know driving we could talk about it forever. NEM, number 8, pet peeve slow walkers or people who stand in the middle of walkways and aisles. No self-aware. I gotta quit slamming my hand on the door thing because that's gonna like scare people. But yes. Oh my gosh. I was just eating nachos when you said that, Casey. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna do another one because you guys just did some. Oh, oh, Lisa. One of mine is at the casino and people slamming the buttons. Hey, jerk, that's why the buttons are always broken, right? I know. And how can we get and even on newer machines, how do they get like that quickly are broken? I couldn't agree with you more. Valid, valid. Taking care of business says my pet peeve is grocery stores and all the registers, nobody manning them on a busy day. Thank you. Valid. Or especially at like a Walmart who has 50 different aisles, nobody working them, and you have to go to self checkout. My husband gets really upset. He's like, people are could be working. You're taking jobs away by doing that. So he refuses to go through checkouts or even drive through windows. Yes, totally valid. Lisa says V. Yes. Yes, V's. You're getting V's on that one. Randad, people at the grocery store who decide they don't want their frozen food and just leave it on a shelf. Valid, but I've done that. Paul will grab it and bring it back to where it goes. I usually don't do frozen food. You know what? I take that back. I don't do frozen food because that wrecks food. But if I grab chips or something and then I find a different chip I've liked, I will leave it there. Don't hate me. Don't hate me, but it's valid. It's so wrong, and I'm guilty of that. Not returning the shopping cart, Brittany, valid, valid, yes, totally valid. I hate broken buttons. Tim says, "Randad, sorry about that. I changed my mind on the Hot Pockets." Oh my gosh. Oh, Lisa says, "Me too. I just get up and find a new one of the buttons are broken." That's probably smart because it's probably telling you it's not a good one anyway. Hey, Kimberly Gray, how you doing? Divine Gambler, me too. Yes, Brittany, V10. Even worse, when they leave it in a parking space. That is just wrong. And I will even, if I see a person, actually anybody, when I get out of my cart and they are putting stuff away, especially if they're older or have a little kid with them, I will say, if you're done, done with your cart, I'll take it and bring it back. And they'll be like, thank you so much. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm walking that way anyway. I'll just use it, you know? Finding yourself, yes. Oh my gosh. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. We're gonna try to do these lives once a week is my goal. Um, and a video also once a week. And I had a migraine pretty bad the other night. I have my hand in a lot of different things right now. So I have my other entertainment channel and this channel. I feel like the YouTube thing I got down, right? But then I've taken on being an Amazon affiliate where and an Amazon associate and a creator connection. And that's all where you can like make money when people buy things from your link, that kind of stuff. And then I'm also doing TikTok shop. And then another thing, it's called UGC, user generated content. So brands will pay you to make a video for them to use on their social media. So Bob and I do that too. But all of a sudden, I'm just like, and I got teens. My goal is to retire in 3 years and just have YouTube and maybe a couple of those other things. But also with a full time job, it's getting to be a lot. So my migraine, Bob's like, Casey, you can't do all this, And I'm like, I know, babe, but I'm driven, and when I'm driven, you let Casey go until obviously I end up in the emergency room with a migraine. I didn't know so many things were triggers for me. Did you say another one that I missed? Okay. Lisa says, I hate when people park crooked in a parking spot. Oh, especially those really nice cars. I get it. But if you're going to do that, I respect that because you don't want your car done, but park at the very end of the parking lot. That's my thing. So valid. Valid. People who walk around talking with their speakerphone on. Yes, valid. Valid. I have one too. So about that. Um, when I am in a restaurant and somebody is talking on their phone on speaker and I can hear the whole conversation. That is probably a 6 for me, 6, 7. Because I don't need to hear your whole conversation while I'm trying to have my own because I'm not having my own because I can only focus on them. But I've noticed now that restaurant servers and stuff, they will stop by. And it might be a manager and they'll just be like, can you, so they'll just say, hey, either step outside or turn the speaker off. So that's nice. Randad valid. Kimberly Wright. Um, Shoes off with Casey's goal is 500 subscribers. Thank you, Brittany. Mwah. Yes, throw up some hearts. Let's get the shares out. NEM, pet peeve number 7. When people stand too close to me in a line, especially when I try to get space, and they keep creeping closer. Oh my gosh. Totally justified. I get a little bit I'm better with that one because my 14-year-old is always like next to me. She always has to be touching me. When we're talking, when we're walking, she needs that closeness. So I've gotten used to people being in that part of myself. Even strangers, it's like I'm a hugger. But I can see that's a valid one. That is, especially if they're sick or whatever. Valid, valid. Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna do my number 2 because I have a whole list. I have a whole list. But number 2 for me, and then you guys can go again. That we'll just keep going. We're just gonna keep going. Number 2 is people riding their bike on the road when there is a path. That is number 10 for me. That is my biggest pet peeve. It's like you're putting your life in danger for one. 2, I mean, what if I happen to sneeze and I didn't see you? I'm looking at more than just the person right there when there's a path. Now I'm having to look for deers running across the road, other cars possibly in my lane. I have a lot going on. And now I got to watch out for a bicyclist too. Cough on them. Yeah, seriously, just start coughing. Oh my gosh. Lisa, people blowing their nose when I'm trying to eat. Valid. Valid. And I give that's a number 9 for me. I know. I know. I don't like that one either. Oh, Kim McCody says it's bad here. Were you referring to mine about the bicyclists? Because I don't get it. And it happens more and more. And it's even little kids too. And I'm like, no, save your life. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Tim, pet peeve number 1, people that fall asleep when I text them. Wake up, Randad. Valid. Valid. Oh my god. Hey, at least Randhead apologizes. You guys are so funny. Okay. Now this is one that probably nobody's gonna relate to, but I'm gonna say it because it is number 9 for me. We have a path in front of our home, and my dog, Baxter, a border collie, is super protective of us, and he will bark. But it's not just like a arf arf, it's a that was really cute. It is so intense. And I realize how much this bugs me because Bob told me when I got home from work the other day, he's recovering from surgery. You would think it's my dog. It shouldn't matter. Shut your dog up. But here's the thing Bob is recovering from surgery and he's in his chair and he couldn't get up. and he was sleeping finally. And he had to get up and see what was going on, and it was a group of 3 people, just standing there talking for, like, 20 minutes. And I'm like, "They can clearly hear him barking. Why not just move down another house?" You know? He shoulda just put him on his leash. He woulda scared the crap out of them because he would just be like, "Rah, rah, rah, rah." But that's a number 9 for me. It's your turn, please. Kim, that's what's really scary. And then you've murdered somebody, and that's never fun. I don't need that on me. Randad says, when you're parked in a mostly empty parking lot, but for some reason some douche some douche decides he needs to park right next to you. I don't get it either. I don't understand that. Valid, valid. Pet peeve number 5. 5 to 6. People that crop dust. Is that what I think it is? Is crop dusting like what I'm thinking? I wouldn't be able to smell that anyway. That's what you're talking about. That never would affect me. For me, that's petty. Just breathe deep. Oh, I hope that's what it means. Brittany says, people that see you doing something and you don't even try to offer assistance. I know. I know. Like even holding doors. Like, where is the kindness these days? If somebody's walking behind you. I mean, my mom and I go to the point where if we see somebody in a restaurant crying, we go sit with them, talk with them. Like, if people need help, help them. I helped, I bet you've done this too. You see somebody loading their vehicle and they're struggling. I'll walk up to them and I'll just be like, "Do you want me to help you load or take your cart back?" Um, or if I'm in a store and they can't reach something, I'll help them. You know, be kind, people. Crop dusting. I haven't heard that forever. Oh. Granddad says again, "Sorry, Tim." Taking care of business says, "I like that chair. Looks comfy. I should get up and show you because I got changed when I got home." Um, but here, look at this thing though. It spins. I got it on Marketplace. I don't know, 25 bucks or something. I got out of jeans and put on my leggings. My kids were like, "You're wearing leggings?" I'm like, "I know, but I got my socks on. Do you guys have your shoes off?" Gotta have your socks off. Those are my shoes. Kidding. I have big feet. Those are little kid shoes, but I just love them. They're like baby Converse, and I wear the big Converse. Okay, who did it is comfy, but it's low, but I could sit back. I was gonna sit back over here more and have it be like, but I realized I needed a table for a lot of the things, like whether it's a note to reference or whatever, and I'm like, so I'm sitting a little low. How low can you go? How low can you go? Captain Share from Star Trek, yeah. Or similar to if you ever watch The Jetsons, meet George Jetson, his boy Elroy, daughter Judy. It just needs cup holders. Yeah. And it needs to be able to recline, but it is comfy. You like spinning chairs, those are nice. And I bet you I could heighten it, you know. I bet you could. All need cup holders. I know. But I do have a table right here with everything. I can even change my lights in here. I can go from purple. Should I show you my studio, you guys? See what you're not seeing? So I have purple light here with take your shoes off. So that's, please remember, be kind. That had lights on it, but I haven't put new batteries in it. And then I have the little things there, a table with a good smelly light. And then my rug. Can you guys see my white fluffy rug? But when I move in this chair, do you hear it? It's like, can you all hear me? Oh, we've been talking about things from parking to not helping people to crop dusters. Deanne, do you know what a crop duster is? Say yes if you know what a crop duster is in the chat. Random says, women won't believe this, but there are animals out there who wipe their boogers on the wall above urinals. Randad, I have a story about that. Valid. I was at a job probably 20 years ago now. Women's bathroom, you guys. Never happened. I worked there for 14 years, but it was about year 10, and I'm sitting there all every day there's like more boogers in the stall around. I'm like, what the hell? Ugh, it grosses me out. And I'm like, this started happening at the certain time. There was a new employee, and I narrowed it down to who it was. And I'm like, don't put your boogers on things. There's toilet paper right there. You know? It's like they're marking their territory. Oh, did you get that? That is a 10. I'm writing that down. Boogers on walls. Number 10. Tim saw the same thing in a woman's bathroom. Hey, Kristen, how you doing? Just Jade. Oh, I'm so happy you're all here. If this is your first time on Shoes Off with Casey, you got to put a yes. It is so disgusting. I will never blow my nose in a public place. That's a fun fact, you know? Girl duster life. NEM, pet peeve, spoilers without an alert. Someone suggests watching a movie, but goes on to tell the whole story. Or you're at the movies and somebody's seen it before you and they tell you about it while you're watching it. I'm like, yeah. Oh, I gotta share a pet peeve that wasn't even on my list, you guys. When I'm watching a movie, and you know when you're in that moment where the person is like dying or they are this romantic moment where you're feeling it, you know, you're just feeling, you're like that. Bob starts talking, my husband. And I'm like, I am in this moment, and you just pulled me out of it. That just fire, red eyes. I will look at him like, babe, that's a look, babe. And I don't get angry very much. But that, when I'm in that moment, don't pull me out. I'm in this movie. Does anybody else agree with that? Shadon is here. Okay, Baxter is here, and I never let him in. Do you guys want to see my dog? Very much, very much. Baxter! I never let him in here, but I'm going to grab him quick. Come on. Don't trip on things. Don't trip on things. Okay, you can come in here if you're going to be nice for a minute. Come on in. I know you miss your mama. Okay, can I get over here first? Come on. Okay, Baxter, what's your pet peeve, baby? You just jumped right on my chair. Look I can move you around. Should I spin you? No, no. How you doing, baby? Can you say hi to everybody? Huh? You could be sitting on my lap, baby. Yeah, you just jumped right on the chair. My pet peeve is when my dog does that. I know, I love you too. Kissy, mwah, I love you. Okay, come on. Let's go find Daddy. Come on, find Daddy. Are you going to start sharing your pet peeves? All right. Go find Daddy. Ask Daddy for a number. He just hopped right on the chair. My one room that doesn't have dog hair now does. Oh my gosh. He is a border collie. Yes. When mom locks him out. Exactly. Thank you, Kristen. I know. That's why this can go on for a while. I don't have to go anywhere right now. Because after this, I'll sneak into my bedroom and I'll turn on Real Housewives. Bobby hates that. That was a confession. Nanny Goat says, valid. I have a habit of walking into the room and talking right at the end of every series finale. It's so true, though. I don't think he gets into the TV show quite like I do. And so, and like the sappy parts probably aren't sappy to him. So for him, it's fine. He doesn't know when I'm emotionally tied into it. So I've told him, these are the moments not to interrupt, but he just can't. Hey, babe. Because when I'm watching one of the kind of shows that's like has a lifetime twist to it, he'll his computer and he'll be like, oh my gosh, this is what's going on politically over and over. I know, Bob. He could have his own political show. I'm serious. He's super smart. He knows everything. I've learned a lot from him from it, honestly. Marva. Or when your cat sings the song of her people when I'm in the conference. Oh no. Like, is it like a work conference or is it just like conferencing with people? So clever dogs, top three for intelligence. Border Collie is for sure. He looks right into my eyes. I was laying in bed with Bob and I was talking about how my mom was driving back from Las Vegas. And I said, they're staying the night in South Dakota. And my dog looks at me and his ears are perked. He has a dog. So Bob's brother has a border collie too, whose name is Dakota. I know. So I said that, and all of a sudden his ears perk, like, where's my friend? And I'm like, you haven't seen this dog, seen him for probably over a year, and you just know him? Or if I say my daughter's name, or if I'm on speakerphone and I'm talking to Bob or my kiddos, he jumps right on my lap and it's like, or my mom calls, or Liz or something, he jumps on my lap and he's like, I want to talk, I want to talk. Another pet peeve, Kristen says, is when you're singing a song you're really into and someone starts singing ridiculously over it or patting on the leg to the beat. That one is not for me because that is what I do. Bob will start singing and then I have to go and say, I know. Or my daughters, I feel like I'm teaching them the words. So dumb. But now I'm going to check myself. So thank you for that because I don't want to be being rude to anybody. Taking care of business. You lived out there 2009. Heard it's expensive. Oh my gosh. Well, if Bubbly was there, just visiting, she didn't do too well. My mom was there for funeral, not for fun. My mom does it too. Oh, really? Oh my gosh. Marva says, when my kid was 18 and wanted to act like he was independent, and I had to remind him he can't remember to take the trash out. Marva, I don't know if you watched my video about parenting, but I just had one up and I have the whole next video ready to go for if you have a youngster in heading into high school or even a 9th, 10th grader, that's coming out soon. And there are some good tips on that one. Just to throw that in there. If you're a new subscriber, let me know so we can all love on you. Hey, Alan, how you doing? Alan KM. We are all about a fun community, bonding, just having fun. If you've just popped in, we're talking about pet peeves. We're putting them in the chat, and then I'll call it out and share it, and then other people can say valid or petty, so you guys can respond because this is fun. We need a night to just hang out, have fun, have some laughs. And I've already had one huge laugh. I haven't had tears yet, but I think it's coming. Oh my gosh. Hey, little brother. Oh, welcome to the family of Shoes Off. Because of my other channel, whenever I say, there's words that I say so much in my other stream. So I have to talk a little bit slower so I don't do that. Because right now we're on live with Shoes Off with Casey. I have to pause. I am new to your show. Found you on your casino show and started to subscribe. Oh, yes, you did that one too. Thank you for supporting me. We have so much fun together. That's what this is all about. Take your shoes off, put your robe on, relax, sit in a fun chair, one that spins. Bob and I are starting another channel too. It's going to be called 22-Year Gap, but he's out of commission. So we'll be getting to that soon. When Tim doesn't massage my back. Doesn't message you back. Dan says, I got nothing funny. My peeves are what you call irritating and I'll become unladylike. No, you got to share them. If you're comfortable, it's fun. Because you know what I've learned tonight? This has been good. I have learned to not over sing people, when you hear it, you kind of think, do I do that? And I didn't even realize. So see, we're also growing. Here's my pet peeve. When people in front of you in an airplane recline their seat. None of them should be reclinable. I am tall. I am long. I'm now only 5'9", though. I'm shrinking. But either way, I don't have that room, and most people don't. And then you recline, and now I can see your hair. You know what I mean? Like you're right here, and there's your head. Hey, dragon spirit, how you doing? When someone says, "If you help me do this for you," and then they never follow through. Yes. Marva says, "That's valid, Brittany. I'm getting away from Tim Dragon." Oh, you're saying hi to Dragon. Gotcha. Marva says, "Pet peeve. I can't remember the chair type from a hotel I was at a few years ago because I need that chair in my life." What? That mean you can't remember the chair type? Oh, and you want to get it. Call the hotel. I got you. Just call the hotel. Find out. Have them take a picture of it and then say, "If you help me, I will help you." And or do you have any extras? I'll take it off your hands. Ah, I think you are oh, dragon spirit. Oh, thank you so much. Beauty comes from within. We're all beautiful. My nose is itching. Sometimes when I live stream, it itches. Just Jane, my pet peeve is when coworker asks me the same question over and over rather than writing it down. Just Jane, employee rule number 101. I always tell somebody in any interview, and I'm always like, if you tell me something once, you will not hear that question again. I write it down. Use OneNote actually is really helpful because you can do different tabs, and then teach them OneNote. Okay, send them like the link or something, and then you can just type in there payroll or ceremony or whatever, and then it pops up and you have the answer. Because I don't always remember everything. I'm not going to remember it all, but doing that really helps. So that's something I do, and I should probably teach people I work with because I get asked the same question quite a bit. I'm patient. It's valid. I am patient with it, and sometimes there's a long span and of time that they forget. My job is not theirs. But I'm just surprised that if it's the same job as mine, then I would hope that they would be, you know, I always say that too. But valid, valid. Okay, NEM's pet peeve. I feel alone in this one. Okay, let's hear it. But going to throw it out there. I cannot stand if my bottled soda gets dropped or shaken. I feel that the fizz is gone and it's ruined. Wow, you are very into your drinks. See, now I don't like carbonation. It's that yours is valid. I don't like carbonation though. So I would be fine. I'm going to start dropping it and I'll see if that helps it. So thank you. I learned that now. Dragon, hello, Brittany. Take Care of Business says, Dragon trying to steal Casey away from Bob. A lot of people think that, but you know what? And at first people would be like, Casey's married, Casey's married. And people will even say those things about Bob. It's not necessarily hitting on the person. I think telling somebody they're beautiful, it could mean it might not be a physical thing. It could just be they like my personality and they find me beautiful. You know what I mean? And then it's such a beautiful thing if you look at it that way. You know? That's my thought. So just breathe. It's okay. And you know what? I think any person in the world, it feels good when somebody says something kind to you, you know, whether you say Casey, your singing is really nice, you know. Um, and you know, people aren't told that every day, but thank you. Thank you. Deanne says, snotty people at the store. I'll be that person that will bring them down a notch and say, excuse me, ma'am, do you work here? And when they say no, I say, oh, sorry, you look like you did. You know, when I have a person that's rude to me, um, like especially when they're supposed to be providing the customer service, I'll be like the grocery store, it happens a lot, right? When you're in the checkout and they're just being rude. And I take a step back and I'm thinking, first of all, it would be really hard to be on your feet all day. It's a physical job and repeat work, one. So I respect that. I've always been about customer service and being kind to people. But when they are that rude, I'm always thinking, what are they going through? What are they going home through? Maybe their feet are bad. Maybe they're, you know what I mean? And so I think like that, and I'll just say, you know, are you having a bad day? You know, or how are you doing? You know, so I just take that moment to connect with them, and maybe that's the piece that they need to fulfill them. You know, customer service is hard. They get so people are so rude out there. It's just hard, you know? Like, just think of those in customer service. Yes, you should always give it, but it's hard when you're getting beaten down over and over and over again, you know? And that's why, I mean, not everybody can have moderators that just take out the bad, you know? I mean, this is perfect, you know? Brittany turned their back. Just Jane valid. Okay, I'm going back. Well, especially Dan, you're too in that position. It's hard dealing with it's hard being in service, but it's bad out there, I'm telling you. Valid. When the chat moves so fast you can't read them. I know, I'm going back. I'm going back. People take kindness for weakness is my pet peeve. People take kindness for weakness. Oh, really? You think so, Stephen? Yeah, I always think, what could their day be? You know, what kind of home life do they have? Where are they at financially? You never know. People can be really broke. Maybe their parent just died. Maybe you never know what they're going through. So, pet peeve number 2, itching your nose during a live stream. I know. Oh my gosh. I need like, I- maybe if I flick it off. Oh my gosh. I should just sit. I'm sitting on my hands, but then I can't scroll this. So, oh my God. Absolutely valid. Marva says, NEM, absolutely valid. What did I miss? What did NEM say? Oh, you're all saying valid. Did I miss one? If you said it and I missed it, just go back and type it again. Marva, valid. I'll say valid. Just Jane. They tell me it's easier to just ask me than look it up in an available manual. Yes, I agree. I agree with you. Valid. Brittany, I just told her she looks beautiful and I'm not trying to take her away from Bob. You're beautiful. Do you know what I mean though? I think people think of beauty in different ways. You know, sometimes that's external, sometimes it's internal. But I think giving a compliment is is a beautiful thing. Like when I see somebody's gotten their hair done or has a new outfit on, I see that right away and I'll call them out on it. And damn it, my nose. Oh my gosh. Thank you, everyone. I don't feel alone now. Dan Casey, I totally made that one up. Yeah. Did you find it on Facebook when you were what did you call it? On your fake account? Ah. Oh, I snort. I'm sorry if that bothers anybody. You are amazing, and so is Bob. And together you are perfect because you are authentic, and more people need to be that way. You know, I grew up having to feel I had to be perfect. So, like, I think what's cool is Bob has been really good with just being like, I kind of transitioned. I've always been honest and sincere. But, like, being out there like this, you guys have helped me do that too. Bob has helped me doing YouTube and connecting with you and having, like, people like me sing, and you're like, "It I like your voice." Like, people are just genuinely kind, and you guys have helped me on my other channel, those that watch me on my other channel helped me be more comfortable and just be like, I've always done me. I've just danced, I've always been quirky, but to be like this, my other channel helped me get there. And my nose, you guys, I don't know what's going on here. It's crazy. People that are rude to waiters and yes. I thank them. Do you guys thank them too? Like when I'm in the bathroom at a casino or wherever and they're cleaning or in a restaurant or a grocery store and they're cleaning, I'll be like, "Thank you so much for doing this." I'm like, "That's hard work too." Bubbly says, "Sorry, I'm late, but I'm glad you're here, Bubbly. Welcome in, Deanne. It's hard, but unless they attack me, I get it. Yeah. Valid. Valid. Finger tapping. I won't do the crop dusting, but I got to do this one. Oh wait. Ish. I can't even like why would anybody do that? Even if I hated my job, I wouldn't do that. That's just gross, you know? Dragon spirit. My pet peeve is people that love drama. Mhm. I know. Stay away from it. Bob taught me loose lips sink ships. And that has always been in my head. I'm not into drama. I like watching drama on TV. Even my kids, I'm always like, even if it's your close friend, be careful with what you share and don't ever tell a secret. Even serious. I don't talk much at work. I don't make these connections at work because I feel like that just opens the door to things I've learned in my many years of working. I mean, I've worked since I was 16, so I'm now 50. So you know what I mean? But I'm like, at this point in my life, I've learned, yeah, in my real one, haha. My pet peeve is people that love drama. That's a good one. Valid, 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 Dragon. Exactly. Yes, Brittany, we're on our way. I don't even know what the number is. I so hope we can hit that number. I'm going to remove this little thing down below because it makes the chat smaller, unpin my message. Um, but yeah, I can't wait till we get to 1,000, because I'm kind of basing like, do I keep this channel for how long? At what point is going to be my end point with growth? Because it's a real thing. Either people are going to like me or people aren't. So if I keep growing to a certain level, cool. If I get the views, cool. Because you can really you can affect somebody, you can teach something, they can take it, they can find joy in something they maybe didn't. Maybe somebody laughed today and that's the one thing they needed. But at some point, you got to be like, your effort, are people even finding me? Do they like me? So you get to that point. Like, I'll see channels that have like 1,000 videos and they have maybe 250 subscribers. And I'm like, oh, I feel so bad. I feel bad. Lisa, I'm not sure if you all have a Dollar General, but my biggest pet peeve is the ones around Indiana. You can't get through the site and shop because they have so much crap in the way. Oh, no. I hate ones that say dollar store and they're not a dollar. But that's valid. It's valid. Nose itching is allowed as long as there is no nostril penetration. I don't know why it is itching. Okay, so I'm going to stop. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to let it itch, and I'm going to let you know like what level of the itch I can't handle it anymore. Okay. I'm pretty laid back unless you can't drive or lie those two about it for me. Drive or lie those two about me. Liars. Liars? You're going to have to repeat. My nose is at a level 4 for itching. It's growing fast. So the world is better when all the different characters come together. Casey and Bob, you built this community. Love you all. Mwah. I snuck an itch when I did that. Mwah. Yeah. Valid, Dollar General. Exactly, Just Jane. Who hasn't given me a pet peeve yet? Somebody in here, call them out if they didn't give a pet peeve. You don't have to. I'm just kidding. But if you let it out and set yourself free, it's cool to see how many other people agree. Pet peeve, NEM says, when shopping and an item scans at the wrong price. Yes. You got to really watch that, the price and everything. And then if you're at the checkout and doing self-checkout, then you have to wait for somebody to come and fix it for you. Or if you have a coupon or anything. Oh, yes. What's a Dollar General? Right? Is that sarcastic? If not, I can tell you. Marva says, pet peeve, in a casino, you have spent the entire time going to get your own pop or coffee, and then you start to win, and suddenly someone asks you, yes, yes, Marva. All of a sudden, you're in a bonus, and you've hit something big. Beverage? I'm like, yeah. If that's not asking for a tip, I don't know what is. But I feel guilty, honestly, I will feel guilty even asking because I don't always have a tip in the cash in my pocket. And then I'm sitting there and I'm so thirsty and I'm playing and having fun. And then they're like, beverage, beverage. And I'm like, I can't give you a tip. I can't give you a tip. So I don't, but it just reminds me how thirsty I am. Oh, Stephen. My pet peeve is when can't be with all of you. Oh, that's a hug. Yes, Tim, that is a hug. Dan, yes, people who lie and people who drive slow are my pet peeves in life. Yes. Tabitha. Aw, thank you, hon. You look great, she says. Aw. Did I ever tell you my sister's name is Tabitha as well? Um, Tim, beer kicking in. So you're having fun. Let's get this party started. I should be sitting over here and showing you my sign. I was showing you everything else. I got to get back central. But yeah, I can change my lighting. I've never done that. And then I'm gonna go to another pet peeve. Let's see if this is the remote. No. Let's see if this is the one. No, it's not. I think it's this one. What color should we try? No, it's not working. Okay. Back to life. Back to reality. Back to life. Bob's right now probably watching downstairs, going like, oh my gosh. The person, okay, recline their seat. I want to find my worst one quick. This isn't my worst one. This is like a 3. But when you go to McDonald's for ice cream and the machine is down, raise your hand if this has happened to you. Thank you, Brittany Hudson. You get piped up too. Pet peeve, when people can't, this is from Just Jane, when people can't walk past your chair at the casino when there is plenty of room behind you. Valid. Valid. Big V on my head. That just happened to me. I appreciate it though when they apologize, because maybe they're just, you've sometimes seen your slot, the one that you've been wanting, and you bolt, you're in that, you have your blinders on. I get that. And then you get to it and it's like, and then I get rammed. Yeah. That was not an itch. You snuck a you snuck a pig. Granddad. Pet peeve number 10 from Tim. Trying to put bottles into the bottle return machine and get rejected. What? When you're trying to put bottles into the bottle return, you got to explain. I don't know what that is. Bottles in a bottle return? I've never returned a bottle before. Tell me. Am I doing something I should be? Mark, subbed and liked. Aw. Thank you so much, Mark. Aw. I know. So many pet peeves. Okay, I got to get caught up. I think I'm falling behind here. Um, oh, I know. We gotta have a meet and greet somewhere. I don't know. We gotta figure out a a time and a place. I was like Tank. Oh, Tabitha. She was named after the daughter on Bewitched. Uh-huh. Oh my God, no. Oh, he's watching a fishing show, right? Actually, he said he was going to put on a movie. He'll probably watch this tomorrow. He has to work tomorrow for the first time, you guys. So I was surprised he wanted to stay. I was cutting it short, respecting and knowing that he couldn't go too long. So Tim says, valid, Casey. Purple. What did I say again? What did I say? I asked a question. I know. I don't know what I asked. See, that's how quickly, that is how my mind is. Bubbly says purple. Purple. Are you talking about you like the purple in here? I can't believe Baxter came in here. Anywhere near the top of Texas. Yeah. No, it's 3 a.m. Oh my gosh, one more beer. Oh, McDonald's. Yes. Oh my gosh, it happens all the time. And it's when I think of it and I request to go. 45 minutes from North Dakota. Marva says, pet peeve, negativity. There's enough bad. Yes. I know, but some people, they just can't get past it. Like, I have people in my life that I know that that's just all they are, and um, they can't find the good in something. And that's unfortunate for them, and I feel bad for them. Taking care of business. Casey sings and dances at slots, but also listening to pet peeves. I love you, Casey. You're so much fun. Aw, thank you so much. Taking care of business every day. Like a recycle? That's what I was wondering. Is it recycling? Come to Minnesota. Recycling bottles to get the deposit. Well, just think. I mean, we already have a lot of people here in Minnesota that you get to meet. Randad, Nanny Goat, Bubbly, Casey and Bob, probably Liz. So yeah. Kimberly, pet peeve, hate when someone calls you, say you are asleep, and they keep talking. Well, Kimberly, that was very nice of you to answer in the first place. You should just change your voicemail. I'm sleeping. If this is an emergency, call back. If not, I'm sleeping. 3 minutes. I'm 3 minutes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Do you like Italian ice? Rita's Italian ice is good. They have ice cream too. Oh, I've never had that. Pet peeve, people asking you if you're a witch because you're named after one. That's good. We need a Minnesota hangout. We so do. Let me see if there's any other pet peeves I need to share. Because I started at 8, right? Yep. Okay. I'm just gonna name off like all the rest of mine really quick. That would be so fun, Tim. Okay, so I got that one. Paper straws is a pet peeve of mine. When I'm talking and the person, Bob, Bob, Bob. Okay, here's a pet peeve. When I'm talking and the person is doing things on their computer or whatever and doesn't give me their full attention. Like, because I talk and I think you're not listening. I'm used to just when somebody talks to me, I'm like, right? You're talking to me, I'm here, right? But if you're not, and Bob can do multiple things at once, he can hear and do everything because he's just can. But I'll be like, I'll just stop talking and wait for him to look at me. And I'll be like, it drives me nuts. But I accept him the way he is, you know. Bubbly's pet peeve when people eat my food and they so it's freaking good but barely eat it. Oh, everybody should be eating your food. It's so good. Mark, if you all come to Indiana, my local casino is Hollywood, Spring, Indiana. Oh my gosh. Tim, you should be top of the leaderboard. I will check. I will check right now. We have Kimberly Gray is top fan number 1. Marva is top fan number 2. Mark is number 3. Brittany is number 4. Tim is number 5. 6 is NEM. 7 is Just Jane. Tabitha is 8. 9 is Kristen. 10 is Hard J. Then we got 11. Lisa, Mark, Bradley, Deanne, Divine Gamble, Shadana. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for being here and supporting me and subscribing and liking and sharing with all your friends, not your enemies like Bob says. Yes, because this is a fun, happy group. My boyfriend is that way too. Selective active. Yeah, listening. But he does. I'll quiz him. I'll be like, what did I say? And he'll say word for word. So he does hear me, you know. Now it's my forehead itching. At least we're off my nose. And here's another one. This is probably number 10 for me. When someone rips on someone else's appearance. You know? I mean, there's always those funny moments when you go to Walmart, you know, and somebody is dressed very inappropriately. You know, there's those moments, but never ever do I rip on how somebody looks or what they're wearing or, you know, it's just good they have clothes on. I'm just not that way. Valid. Yeah. Like if I don't have something nice to say, shut the front door, you know? Every once in a while, you'll hear it from me, you guys. But typically no. Yeah. This was so much fun. Speaking of ripping, crop duster. I'm just thinking of what moment of this I'm gonna pull out for a short. Oh my gosh. Oh, Kimberly says, pet peeve, hate when the gas pump is super slow. Yes, is super slow. I know. I'm like, seriously? And it's cold. And I'm just like, I'm getting back in my car. And you have to have your car off. But I'm like, you know, in the winter here. I'm sorry my nose has been itching this whole time. This is fun. Yes, that joke stinks, Tim. Oh my god. Okay. So, this is way too much fun. I love this with you guys. I'm not focused on anything else but you. I don't have other things going on around me. I love this so much. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. The next live is going to be unpopular opinions. I think that could be a fun one. There's room for improvement. I may come up with something different, but I thought unpopular opinions. Would that be too hard? You're a gas. You're a gas, Randy. Ah. Oh my gosh, best of luck to you and your son, Deanne. What did I miss, Bubbly? Thank you guys. See, this is why we're the best. We're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna take us down. Look at my light that I have. Look at I look like I have a tan now. They're going to Vegas for Son's Golden Bee Day. Oh, that's right. Yes. Was that this month? Look at that. Oh. Fa la 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 la. I turned it off. Look at those colors pop now, you guys. Happy birthday. You guys are going to have so much fun. Marva, I have one of those right now, but I will save it for the next live. Perfect. It's my husband's. Okay. So that's what that one will be. And I think we'll maybe do next Wednesday if we did because I do my other live 5, 6, 7. No, I started at 6, 7, 8. Then that would be 9 o'clock. That might get too late. We could maybe do Friday. I'll have to think on that one. Purple was the favorite color of my queen. Purple's my favorite color. I can be your queen. King Stephen. Tim, you might need to get that checked out. What did I miss? I don't know where I'm going, but I can sure smell where I've been. Hanging on the promises and the songs of yesterday. Okay. Made up my mind. Is this the song? I have wasted so much time. Here I go again. Am I doing this? Ah, Mark, friendships are so important. Yes, they are. I don't know what Charlie Boy like now. Okay. Well, it is 9:06 p.m. I go to bed at 10 p.m., which means I'm going to wrap this up, go hang out with my dog, because as you could see, he was really needing me, and get a snack because I don't think I ate dinner tonight, and hit the hay. Was I singing the total wrong song? Deanne, in a few weeks? That's too long. You have to pop in and say hi. You'll have a moment. You'll need to pop in and say hi, but if not, we love you. Thank you all for being here. If there's anybody that you know that you think would like this, I'm being a total Bob right now. Let them know I'm here. Good night. You're going to good luck to you. Yes, I know. He wanted to start on a Monday. I'm like, no, you can't do this 5 days. You can do it like midweek and then see how you go. But his work is super supportive, and they're even kind of holding him back a little bit too. Just saying, take some time. We're going to weave you in slowly. I'm like, thank you. Thank you for having fun with me. Well, thank you, Justin. I appreciate that. And thank you to all that were here the whole time, giving it a like, subscribing, all the shares you're going to do with your greatest of friends. Oh, hold on. Tara said, glad I found this channel. I watch your casino lives, but this is great. You could do ASMR with your voice. It's so soothing. Are you serious? Oh, let me change that for you. Oh, just kidding. That was very kind. Oh, just Jane Hinckley this weekend for me. Good luck. I'm always a text away. Thank you. Thank you. Brittany Hudson, really thank you for moderating. I really appreciate that. Turn on the notifications if you want to catch the lives, because these are random at this point, until we kind of get a solid routine going. And I got to figure out when that's going to be best for shoes off with Casey. I love you guys so much. I had so much fun. Good night. Good night, Shadana. Good night, everybody. Sleep good. Be kind. Enjoy your next days. It's going to be Saturday before we know it, you guys. It's right around the corner. Tabitha, mwah. You guys are so nice. You're the best around. And I'm going to just go and like rip my nose off now. Oh, this is bad. Thank you guys. I love you all. Have a good night. You need a P.O. box. I wanted to send Bob. Oh, Lisa, we have one on the other channel. If you look in there's two places. If you go to the website or you look in the description, it's in there on our channel. Like the about section, right on the bottom. Yep. We love you. Thank you guys. Be good. Mwah.